Right now, I'm in Deutschland. I'm here with Liha Miller. My name is Zionfelix. She's a content creator. The rest, I need not to add to it. We are talking about general life here in Deutschland. She was born here. She was born and bred here. She has the passport of which, Dutch passport over PhD in Ghana. Will you agree? Dutch passport over PhD. That somebody has acquired in Ghana.
I don't know what is a PhD.
Don't know what PhD is?
No.
Oh, okay. Then let's put that. So I mean, going to school, getting the higher education level. Like if you complete university first degree, you get a certificate. You finish, you continue, you get under certificate. So
Okay,
it's like,
I have a question now. If you get all that certificate, will you get a job in Ghana?
that's the argument from people that Charlie, you get those. Okay. So passport over PhD for you that too. How is life in Germany?
It depends, Zion. I have to say, of course, I can't make example of myself. Now people will say, of course, she's a Turkish, she born in Germany, she has passport, she has a job. Of course, life might be easy for me, but I have a lot of friends where life is not easy for them. Some of them said, Leah, I regret coming to Germany because they never knew that this country is so hard. Some said they will still come to Germany, they will still come to Europe, but they will have never come to Germany because they say that Germany is one of the most difficult countries in Europe. Like, it's very hard. I have some people that I know, they are in Germany, they don't have working permits. Some don't have staying permit, or some always get 3 months, or some have working permit, or they can only go to school, but they want to work. And most of them who come to Europe, they have responsibilities home. So it's hard. I can't say they should not come. Like Germany is not good. It favors some and some it doesn't favor. So it's really depending on with which documents you come here. If you have working permit, if you have staying permit, if you get a good job, if your papers will get in order here. Some people, they come and they think that, oh, I will just have a white girl and pregnant her and I will stay here. It's not easy like that anymore here, first of all. So for some people it's very hard, and the cost of living is much. Like when you work, you have...
Come on, the cost of living. Just before we talk much about that, Pafa Home says they have a fully furnished 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom apartments at Kaswa Fijai. The first time I'm doing this advert in English. Again. And then again, they also have a 2-bedroom, fully furnished house at Kaswa, Millennium City. So if you're in Ghana, you are going to Ghana, you're going to Accra, just call them. They have the properties at Kaswa. Fully furnished, nice place for you. Security is very, very, very tight. Nobody comes to steal there. I mean, for all these men that they've been operating, nobody has ever gone there to steal, or anybody has come to sleep there and complain that they've been stolen. No. Just call them 0245 517650. 0245 517650. Tell them that Zionfelix asked you to call them to book their place. Call them fast before all the rooms finish. Pafa Homes, all the properties at Kaswa. The only thing that you need is just walking with your luggage. Everything is there. Free internet, AC, everything is there. Call them 0245 517650. So why do you think your friends say they wouldn't have come in here, or they regret coming to Deutschland?
Like I said, not everyone have the same luck, some of them, the language is difficult for them.
It's not easy. Hey.
Überhaupt nicht. Deutsch ist wirklich sehr, sehr schwer. I understand them because...
It's Hocklish. Deutsch is what?
Deutsch ist wirklich sehr, sehr schwer.
Me too. I'll say mine. Guten Morgen, guten Tag, guten Abend. It's Lebedish. That one I'll not forget. It's I love you, right?
Yes.
It's Lebedish. This morning I learned something, but they say it's wrong. It's coming Morgan, but they say it's wrong. They say the person who taught me said I'll come tomorrow, but they say it's coming Morgan. It's not correct. It's not correct English. I'll come tomorrow. How do you say that?
Ich komme morgen.
It's coming Morgan.
Yeah.
It's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or how else you want to pronounce it, I don't know. But normally it's correct.
Okay. It's coming Morgan.
Morgan, yeah.
Okay. I'll come tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So let's continue. You were...
So yeah, I don't know which question were you.
So we're talking about your friends complaining about the fact
yeah,
you're saying
yeah.
language barrier and all that.
Yeah, I have to say I totally understand them. I mean, I grew up here, so for me the language is very easy, but I know the language is not easy. For people who come here and start learning, German is very, very difficult. So some people, they have difficulties. They are here for years and still they can't speak it very well. Of course, there are some. I can't say only negative things. There are some, they are here 2 years. They speak perfectly, but it's not much because the language is, like I said, very difficult. Then sometimes you want to come here, you want to work. No, they will first send you to language school. When you are young, they will still let you go and study something, like to go to school, like learning for something. And the person normally want to work because he have responsibilities home. And, you know, it's mostly 3 years that they have to learn, like to get a handwork. And also, they have done maybe any other school or learn something in Ghana, they come here. Sometimes they want to translate the certificate, it doesn't work, or they don't even accept it. So it depends on the situation the person is. So like I said, the one of my friend, he was so depressed because he's a Ghanaian, he was doing very well in Ghana, like he's not coming from a very poor background. No, he was okay. But he still wanted to travel out, to grow more. And he came here, he started from zero. A person that was very okay in Ghana, not rich, but okay, coming here to start from zero. You don't speak the language, you don't have family, you don't have working permit, you have to fight for your staying permit. Then they send you to language school like a small person, like a small boy, while you are normally in the age of you can work and take care of your family, or you're normally supposed to be married and have your own child, but you are going to school. So he was very depressed. He said, Liha, now I'm in my 2nd year of school. He said, but anybody who asks me, I will not advise the person to come. If you are okay in Ghana, stay there. He said if he knew, he would not come. But I also know other people, he said no matter how hard it is, since they see small opportunity and they can get a staying permit, working permit, they know that the country is favoring them in some way. Of course, they will do that. And I also have some friends, they come, also Ghanaian also. He is in Germany. He started working hard and do everything. He bring his brother. And now his sister is also here. So, like, they can help and support each other. Like, it's working well for them. But I have seen both sides. That's why I can't say, oh, Germany is very good or Germany is very bad. It favors some and it doesn't favor some. So it depends on your situation and how Germany will favor you in that way. So
You stay in Cologne.
yes.
And Cologne has a lot of places around it. I mean, Dortmund, you have Munich, you have even Düsseldorf around you. How is the living?
That one is village.
No. What is what?
No, these people will hate me now. But Cologne, we are the best. Cologne, we are the best.
Aside the cathedral, what else do you have at inside Cologne? Aside the cathedral, what else do you have?
We are the best city in Germany. If you don't know Cologne, it's like you don't know Germany.
Most people don't know of Hamburg, Frankfurt, Berlin, Düsseldorf.
No, Ghanaians will not like me. Do you know Cologne is bigger than Ghana?
I saw.
No. When I'm from Cologne, so I have to support my city. For me, my city is the best.
No, so I hear is it Cologne or the NRV area? You have like 80 million people. I was reading about Germany and all that, and I heard either this area or Cologne has 80 million people. I'm like, Charlie,
this one, I really can't tell how, but I know that Cologne has a lot of people. Yes.
How is living there? Cost of living in Cologne?
It's very expensive. I have to say, and year to year, it's more expensive. The rent, they hire the rent every year. And for now, I know it from friends because they are also, like most of them, they are trying to move out and look for a new apartment. And I have to say, in Cologne, to get a good 2 or 3 bedroom apartment, the least you will pay for a month is €1,300.
For 3 bedrooms?
1,300, 1,400, yes. 1,400, yes.
That's for three rooms?
And I'm not talking about directly in the city. You still have to take tram and bus to get to the city. I'm not talking about, that one is like only for rich people, let me say like that. But for a normal salary earner, and you want a 3 bedroom apartment, then you have to have like 1,300. Wow. Yes, just for the rent. And there's still light bill. Yeah. Some have also gas. Then the food, the drinks. Then you have to, it's a law, you have to pay TV bill. Yeah. every 3 months you have to pay TV bill, like it's for TV and radio.
Whether you watch or not.
Whether you have a radio or TV, they don't care. You might not even have a radio or TV. You tell them that it's a law, you have to pay. Yeah, the thing is, if you get help from the government will pay for you. But if you are working, you have to pay for yourself. Yeah, you have to pay for it.
I hear that places where those things are expensive, they also pay well. Like I hear Stuttgart is a high place where cost of living is very high, and that place they pay well. Switzerland, Denmark, I've been to Denmark before. They pay well. Because of that, the cost of living is very high. So Cologne being an expensive place, is the salary also high so that you can foot all those bills?
Okay, now I want to make an example. You get, for example, in Germany, you pay your apartment, let's say 100 euro, and your salary is 200 euro. Yeah? You pay 100 euro for your rent, and your salary is 200.
So you're using half of your salary?
Yes, and imagine you live in Denmark, you pay 250 euro, and your salary is 500 euro. It's almost the same. Yeah. But the expenses, you think, I have 250 for my pocket. It's not, because the food is also expensive. So it's still the same, no matter where you live. Even you get more salary, but you have to spend more. Maybe you pay here light bill, 100 euro. Your salary is maybe less, but you go to another city, you get more salary, but then you pay light bill 150 euro. Yeah. It's all, Zion, this is like a mind game. Yeah. You think that, Denmark or Switzerland, they pay well, but the expenses are more, unless you work there and you live in Cologne, or you live in Düsseldorf or wherever, comparing to there, then okay, you can say yes, but you work there and you live there, there's no difference anywhere in Germany. So, and you say that you get paid well. What is the meaning of paid well? What is well for somebody?
I mean, comparing it to your standard of living, I mean, you get enough to save. I mean, after deducting all those bills and what you spend, you get enough amount of money to save. That's what I mean by well. I mean, I'm not expecting a 5,000 or 4,000, because that's not easy to go by if you don't go to that high level of education. Mm-hmm. Probably, let's say, 2,500 a month, so they can pay 1,000 to pay your bills, buy your bus or train tickets and all that, and you still get enough to save. That is what I mean by pay well.
And like, for example, you get like 2 or 2.5, and all your expenses, let's say, let it be like, if it's 2.5 and your expenses is 1.5, yeah? You still have 1,000 euro for the whole month, but you have to eat, you have to drink, you have to get data for your phone, you have to, there's still many things. How much can you save in a month? You will work every day at least 8 hours, at least. And how much can you save? What is much? I don't know. I know plenty people, and I know some people, they really know how to save. They don't spend anything on themselves in Germany, which I can't understand, because even though I know I want to invest in something, I have to still make sure I'm okay. Yeah. Because what if I die tomorrow? I have built a house in Ghana, or I have built a house in, in Cameroon, in Guinea. But I'm living here like a poor person. I think it's not right. You still have to look after yourself, but still have to make sure to invest in something. I don't know anybody in Europe who have worked their whole life, or half life, or how many years, and get rich with legal work. You understand? So that's why I was asking, how much is much money? Because I don't know anybody here that get rich, really rich. When I say rich, like really rich with legal work, I don't know anybody. So that's why I was asking, how much is much money? Like, for you to be able, you are in Europe, of course, if you squeeze your teeth a little bit and save from this side, and invest in something, of course, everyone can do that. Some people, they spend more. Of course, you will not have enough money to invest. And some people, they really try to save and invest in something. And you build a house, or you buy something, or you support your family, of course. But is that really being well? Like, you are okay, but is that really being well? You don't know.
Understand, you bringing up this building of house. For the past weeks that I've been here, I've been having this particular conversation with people about whether to build a house in Ghana or not. I mean, you get some young ones saying that, no, I mean, it will be a waste of money to build back home in Ghana, because I've relocated to Germany. I'll give birth here in Germany. My kids will be here. There's no way that my kid will say that he or she is leaving Germany to go and stay in Ghana. So if I build a house in Ghana, and I mean, nobody's staying in there, and I'm living, like you're saying, a puppet, It's a no-no for me. I just also say that no. I mean, Ghana is home. In case of anything can happen, they can deport you. Or maybe when you grow old and you go on pension, you might decide to go back to Ghana. And you know where we come from, the perception about a blogger or somebody who has made it in other countries, somebody who has built back home. If you travel to abroad and you've not built in Ghana, you've not made it in life. So they said no, then but you have to go and build in Ghana. What do you think about that? When you travel, do you have to go and build back home, or Charlie, you've relocated, so you just live your life here, make sure that you make properties here, and then you move on with your life over here?
I think, Zion, this is depending on how you want to make your life in the future. Of course, it depends. Some say, okay, I don't want to stay in Europe. They come to Europe with knowing they will not stay here. Like, at the end of the day, I will work here, I will make some money, I'm gone. Then, of course, I think you have to have your own place to go back to Africa. Because you can't, how much money are you going to make here to go and be renting place in Africa? No. So you have to, I think that one, okay, that one is all right. But there are some who are saying, no, my kids will be here, I will stay here, but I still want a house in Africa. That one is up to you if you really want it or not. But what I will say is investment is always good, always. Even if you build a house in Ghana, you build it for I don't know how many million. If you don't want it, last, what can happen? You sell it and you still make the double amount, even maybe 3 or 4 times of what you have spent. So I think the investment, the building is the best thing a person can do. Even if you buy a land and tomorrow you decide, I don't want to build on it, you can still sell it. It's yours. So even if you don't want to build on it, maybe your child will build on it. So I think there's nothing wrong with building something in your home. And you said before about you don't know if the person will be deported tomorrow. That's what I said. If you don't have a staying permit and you are shaking already, of course, the best thing you can do is make sure you have something when you go back, that you can at least have something. You came to Europe, at least you have built a house. Maybe you don't have an income, but at least you have a roof over your head. And for me, like I said, Zion, investment is the best thing. If it's in a land, if it's in a house, or you want to build, it's the best thing. You can't do anything wrong with it. Last, you decide, I'm not going to Africa to live there again. Maybe you change your mind. It's possible. You sell it. Or you say, okay, anytime I go for holiday, I have a place. But it's your money, it's your house. You are not building it for someone. So it's not like I have a house in Ghana. Some people are saying, you are living in Europe, you have a house in Ghana, doesn't make sense. But you are not paying anything for it. You are not paying. Of course, if you have your family now and you pay for water bill, light bill, and this and that is another thing. But since you are not there, nobody is there. It's your house. Anything you spend on it, you are doing it for yourself. And if tomorrow you sell it, you are still making money from it. It's not a loss.
You can even use it for rent or Airbnb
Anything.
or any sort of thing.
Yes, anything. So I think that is even the best investment that you can do. If tomorrow you decide, that area, I don't like it anymore, you rent it out, you build somewhere else. And by tomorrow, you will know it's the best idea I have ever had, you know. So I think is a very good idea, like investment in land or in house. I think is the best thing that a person can do. It's not waste of money.
I have a last question for Liha Mila. Just question to Liha. So I mean, listening from your friends, I mean, you were born here, you are sorted, you don't have any problem. But listening to the conversations or issues from your friends, this country, I can say, is not easy. I've talked to people, and some of them also do complain that it's not easy. And it doesn't say that, it doesn't mean that you can't make it here. A lot of people here have made it. Now, if somebody wants to come to Europe, which country would you advise the person to go there and start life?
That's a very good question because, you know, like I said, it's all about luck. Like you can go to this country and have luck and another person will come to the same country and has luck. But what I can say is avoid Germany. Germany is very, very difficult. Like all the other countries is just an example that I have friends in, like Holland, like Netherlands, Belgium. I know that these countries are a little easier. Italy, I'm not sure. I think before it used to be a little easier, but even now, this one, I don't even know. But anywhere you go, like I think because I have more experience in Germany, I think Germany is one of the most difficult country. Like, anyway, if there's any other Europe country you can go better than Germany, I know German passport is very strong.
Yeah.
I know. But to get it is also very hard. So are you ready to suffer 20 years for that passport, or you better go to Belgium, which is also okay, but you get it maybe in 5 years and 10 years, or you rather come to Germany and suffer 20 years. So it depends. I know the passport is hard to get. It's strong, but it's hard to get. And not only the passport, everything is hard. Even to get a working permit is hard. Even to get a staying permit is hard. Some people, sorry to say, are working with other people's documents because they are here in the country for how many years? They don't get working permit. They are here and they can't be just sitting down and waiting for the government to pay them pesos, in a month. They can't even feed themselves. So I think just to avoid Germany, I think maybe every other country can be better than Germany, but Germany is very, very hard. And I like how you said, Liha, you are a German citizen, you don't have problem. Maybe my problem will be rich girl problem, right? But I have problem too. As
Everybody has problems, but it's not a basic problems.
Rich girl problem.
Yeah, because, I told somebody that the issue that those here consider before they vote are not the same issues Ghanaians consider to vote. Ghanaians will consider about bad roads, hospitals, but the people over here, they will just go on strike and say that foreigners are coming here too much. I'm like, Charlie, those problems are not big, but Ghana, we are...
It's, I know that this is one of the main problem what the Germans have here. Yeah. That is too much migrants, because of the war in Ukraine, in Syria, and Palestine, and everywhere, Gaza, and this, and what is going on? Almost everywhere is war right now. So Germany is a little bit scared because Germany is also helping some countries with the war. So they are scared that tomorrow war will happen here. And secondly, also, they bring the migrants. Of course, I think everywhere where help is needed and you can help, you're supposed to help. But they are helping the outsiders. But what about the people? Yeah, what about the citizens here? I feel so sad. Some people, some Germans have worked in Germany 45 years, 45, the whole of their life. They have worked here, they are in pension. And they will start picking bottles. In Germany, if the rubber bottles, you give it back. Each bottle 25 cents. And I think the glass bottles is 7 cents, 8 cents. So they will be picking dirt, inside dustbin, looking for bottles, while the person have worked 45 years. Why? Because the pension is so small for them. Why? They have worked their whole life. This is where we are going back. The rents are very expensive. The food, the drinks, all the expenses are more expensive, and the rent is very small. If you want to help, you have to help the citizens as well as also the people that are running from the war. You have to help everyone. And if you know you don't have the capacity, you don't have to do it. For example, there are people coming here. You don't give them a working permit. So they are staying on the pocket of the government while they can work and they want to work. No, they will be staying on the pockets of the people who are working. They want to hire the tax. They have hired the tax from the people that are working. They still want to hire it, especially from the people that are not married and don't have kids. They pay like crazy. They work for nothing. Sometimes it's it depends on what kind of job you do and how much you get for an hour. Sometimes you think, if I get from the government, I would have get the same salary like the way when I work, So it's if you work or you don't work, it's the same amount of money. Yes, and the people who are working are paying so much of tax because of the government cannot even cover all the expenses from the whole citizens, the people that are old, the people that are sick, the migrants and all this, they can't even cover it. How many people are working and paying tax to cover all the rest? They have to start giving these people working.
So yeah, that is their problem here. Our problem is way different. We are talking about galamsey, we are talking about roads, we are looking at health system, free education, a lot of issues. But their concern is way different. So they live here and they be different. If you come here, you complain about transportation, you complain about the roads, you complain about a lot of things. So they vote based on different things, and we also vote based on different things. My name is Zionfelix. I talk to Liha Miller here in Deutschland. Dankeschön.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön. Tschüss.
Tschüss.
Casa de Bullet.